Hello everyone, I'm Jake Abrams from Kingston University here in London. Just going to talk to you about drawing today. I'll be talking about my views on drawing, my work as an artist and illustrator, and you can find out a bit more about us at Kingston that way. Okay, so let me here, Jake Abrams, Kingston School of Art, and that is my email. So if you want to ever ask me any questions or find out more, you could always approach me at that email address. Okay, I'm a associate professor at Kingston School of Art here in London. And Kingston, we're very proud of this, is always at the top of the league tables. There we are, right at the top there. This is the Guardian League tables, which is the most accurate league tables in the UK. And it goes down to about 170. But Kingston is head of the league tables for design and crafts. And I'm going to talk to you about sketching, drawing, and how important it can be for us designers. So I have a sketchbook. I try and work in it as much as I can, and I think it's a good thing to do, especially for us artists and designers. When I'm on the train, when I'm in on the tube, I'll draw what's in front of me. And I try and draw every day, and I think it's a good thing for you to do. And don't worry if it's not perfect. Keep practicing. I think it can give you a really unique insight into the world around you. So my sketchbook, you can, and it's an enjoyable occupation, and you really notice things around you. And I do this thing in my sketchbook where I prepare the paper. So I've already got colours and blobs and areas already in that sketchbook, so that when I see the right face or right body, I will just find them. And it helps me having these areas of tone and colour. And I like it that it's a small sketchbook. It fits into my pocket. And I think if you practice every day, you can see a clear development. There I am on the London Underground again. I think it's always difficult. It's always demanding, but although it's challenging, it can be really, really good fun. And many good creatives I know will use drawing as an essential tool. It gives you time to really reflect on things, and that gives you a depth of contemplation that's great for generating ideas for future work. So that observation that you get in your sketchbook really starts generating ideas, and it gives you headspace to generate those ideas too. So I thought I'd show you a couple of other artists that I'm interested in, their sketchbooks that I'm interested in. I wonder if you know who this is. This is someone called Oliver Kugler, who does these pencil drawings, and then he'll scan them in and work on them digitally. But as you'll see in this image here, he's listening to what's around him. He's really observing. This is called location work or reportage drawing. And he's really spoken to this engineer when he's traveling around the world. See that heater next to him, see the tellies that he's mending. You really believe that space, and that Oliver has been into that space. This is Laura Carlin, and she has beautiful sketchbooks. And here she is in the centre of London, but really being practiced about where she puts things on the page. Isn't that a lovely spread in her sketchbook? Isn't that lovely? There's simplicity, but tenderness and authenticity of that character. You can look and really observe the people around you. This is an artist, location artist called Paul Hogarth, and when he was alive, he was always out in different parts of the world, capturing them in these very beautiful ways. And you can see these lovely compositions too. That really is Trafalgar Square in London. And you know it. Look at the scale, Nelson's column, the buses, just how that image is structured. But he is drawing it in front of that scene. This character he's drawn, it's funny and it's spirited, but he's really seen it. Okay. I think drawing can also reflect your own personality. It can be really very much about you and how you define yourself. I would recommend keep a sketchbook in your pocket always. You never know when that person's coming by or something that it really, really does inspire you is going to turn up. And so just keep it with you. And here's one of my students out in the street. We encourage all our students across the art disciplines, interior design, product and furniture, fine art, filmmaking, whatever your discipline, we'd encourage you to make notes and sketch what you see around you. And after a while, you start to get a lot of these sketchbooks. And certainly if you're going to apply to an arts course, I think admissions tutors will really like what you see. And to get into one of the really good courses like those at Kingston, I think it would be a really sensible thing to try and have sketchbooks. So one of my students drawing abroad, and isn't that lovely, that drawing? It's a small sketchbook, and they're using oil bar and cut paper there on the right. But look at that composition. There's almost nothing on the left, but it makes a really powerful composition. Here's the same student, and she is using cut paper. See, that roof is some graph paper. There's some brown paper in the foreground, and then pencil and oil bar. Really, really effective, and really choosing how she uses line to show depth in the image as well. Another sketchbook, a student drawing on one of our field trips in New York. And just really simple, really quick, but we can tell that it's New York. Again, another lovely drawing of hers. And yeah, producing lots and lots of this it is really convincing, as I said, if you want to come to interview and get a good place at a good institution. Just some professionals, and see how they're drawing. Isn't that lovely in the foreground? That seeing through that aperture, that window, and some lovely depiction of that seascape. That's Laura Carlin again, really looking at almost that claustrophobic scene on the right and the busyness of the city, and then enjoying the shape of the building on the other side. And here she's drawing in streets, but what she's done with that triangle on the screen of tone is she's got rid of a lot of the stuff that was unimportant to her. She was interested in the people, that's a bit of signage, but actually she's edited so that she puts in what she wants to do on that double page spread. One of my students drawing, just what's in front of them. And isn't that just lovely? Just an observation of the everyday. But, it's got real spirit, and isn't that lovely? drawing at the harbour. Again, a tiny little sketchbook, but really records that sort of feeling of the harbour and that its business and its intensity. Okay. I think I encourage my students to always draw from life observation. I think it's really, really important. But of course, we have other things that come to our minds. Whatever sort of designer we are, I would keep a sketchbook that is different from the others, that is all about ideas and your imagination, and keep it separate from your observational drawing. Okay. So keep this in a different notebook. And you could get into the good habit of doing this every day too. So this is an artist, Henrik Drescher, where his sketchbooks have this observational content, but then he has these imaginative sketchbooks too about his imaginative wanderings and his experiments with medium. Lovely investigations and mixes of photos, drawing, of textured, of things that he collects. They'd be really worth looking at, actually. That's his name, Henrik Drescher. In this sketchbook, you can also have real fun. Let's be as wild as you like and really, really play, experiment, try things out. Just some other artists that's Sarah Finelli and her wonderful, vibrant notebooks. Look at these bits of art. Aren't they great? How this person's really experimenting with found papers, ephemera, and colour, and just trying things out. And it's something I do too. So I showed you before the sketchbook, but I also have sketchbooks just about drawing and experimenting and playing. I'll perhaps show you some, okay. But let's first of all show you some other artists that have these amazing notebooks. This is John Lord, and these are quite small sketchbooks, but how beautifully structured these drawings are and how intense these pages are. And his love of literature and type form it pervades throughout. Artists that are really playing and being playful. Artists that are trying to develop ideas and the things that come to them in the night and daft things they want to do and daft characters. There's that lovely characters down here on the right of the screen where he's using just fingerprints. And you might recognize this. Well, have a look. This is Frida Kahlo's sketchbooks, notebooks. Go have a look. They're beautiful. So Pablo Picasso did it. So there's a wonderful heritage of investigating ideas and imagination on paper. Why don't you do it too? So I thought I'd show you what I've been doing since the lockdown. I've done this whole series, I'm on about 200 now, of black and white drawings on A3. And I thought I'd do one every single day. I thought I didn't think that this coronavirus would last so long, but I'm still producing, and I've turned that event into a discipline, and it's really interesting what's happening to my drawing because of it. So these A3 images I've been doing, and I've been numbering them, and I've called it Now Wash Your Hands, and then just publishing them on Instagram. And it's always in pen and ink. And so I'm having fun, being really playful, producing one a day. Yeah, and there's brush work in them too. So I'm really trying to see what I can do with pen and ink and brush and the sort of textures I can create and the people I can comment upon. So I've taken this notebook idea and I thought, well, I'm going to do it too. I'm always talking to my students about it, so I should be doing it every day as well. And so, yeah, I've limited the materials I've used to black and white. Here I'm using my thumbprint and a pen line. And again, it's been really explorative and it's been really interesting for me to discover what's happening with my work as I do these. So, yeah, sometimes I think, yeah, these really simple ones, I think they work better than the ones that are full of detail. And I suppose this has, I'm an illustrator, and that's what I teach at Kingston, and we have a very famous department at Kingston that's really one of the best. And so these pieces, Now Wash Your Hands, I think have a direct relevance to what I'm doing outside as a practitioner in industry. So when I'm drawing from a newspaper, the drawings I've been doing recently are really useful, and I work for the Times and other newspapers, and so yeah, it all it fits together. My imaginative sketchbooks and my observational sketchbooks too. And I've been doing some stuff during lockdown for hospitals throughout the UK. And so you can see drawing and imagination there. And so that's all I wanted to say today. And it's been a short one, but yeah, go get drawing. It can be really, really fun. It can be really, really inspiring. Any of you as designers, why don't you do it? Do that observational sort of drawing, but then also have another sketchbook just full of wonderful ideas. So if you're a product and furniture designer, let's have ideas about furniture. If you're an architect, let's have ideas about architecture. Great. It's lovely to meet you, and good luck. And always you can email me at this email address, and good luck with your creative careers.